My name is Akintinde Abdurrahman. I'm a student of Nile University of Nigeria and I'm from Team Solar Grating Point.
My name is Agrocool Ibrahim. I'm from Nile University of Nigeria and I'm part of Team Solar Grating Point.
As of 2026, 35 million Nigerians are at risk of food insecurity, which is a 4 million increase from 2025.
The most consumed food in Nigeria is gari, but it is expensive due to the processing costs and the transportation costs, driven by the high cost of fuel. We looked at what we could do to make gari much more affordable, and so we came up with the Solar Grating Point.
The Solar Grating Point is a renewable energy powered processing facility where farmers can simply drop their tubers and receive their processed gari at a 30% cost reduction. By reducing the cost of processing, we can reduce food insecurity and contribute to the well-being of the great people of Nigeria.
I am Mohammed Tariq Abdurrahim from Federal University of Technology, Minna. I am working on decentralized peer-to-peer energy sharing for agricultural dryers. So this system, unlike the normal system in existence, which allocates energy based on first come, first serve, or is just static, this system allocates energy based on the demand of energy and availability of what is on ground. So in case of multiple dryers, we check which of the dryer is in more need or in their need of energy and see the amount of energy available, then decide how many dryers can we power and which of them will get the power. The moisture sensor to check which of them is in more need, checking in the agricultural dryers which of them has crops that are more wet and in more need of drying at the moment.
My name is Sakari Mohammed and I'm a 500 level student of mechanical engineering from LAUTECH University of Technology, and this is...
My name is Precious Ojiako. I'm a 500 level mechanical engineering student from LAUTECH University.
And I am Olusoyan Ayodeji. I'm a 500 level student of electronic and electrical engineering, LAUTECH University. Team GridGuard AI representing LAUTECH University of Technology. Over 50 million Nigerians don't have access to electricity. But the problem with our energy sector is that just last year, 2025, the energy sector lost about 1.25 trillion naira due to thefts and loss of energy. So what we are trying to do is to build a system that first capture the theft and also save the energy loss, and also so that Nigerians can have access to better electricity. So what we are doing is that first we created the IoT infrastructure, that's the hardware infrastructure. So we have our custom IoT meters that captures the electricity distribution for our feeders. Then also we build a machine learning model. So the way this model works is that we are collecting data sets from different OEMs and also through their AMI platform. So we have about 11 discos in Nigeria. So we are collecting this data from them. That's the customer recharge pattern, their consumption and all that. So we are building our model based on this data. So with that, we can able to track the customer past events, their recharge pattern, and this model can synchronously detect if there's any theft pattern. But we have our novelty aspect in this. It's not just an ordinary model. We input is a physics informed model. That is, we are taking into the electrical factor, the consumption from the feeder, and right from the distribution.
I'm Aisha Adibanjo.
And I'm Victor Mani.
We are Team LumaQ
from the
Federal University of Technology, Minna.
What we are solving is, in Niger State, we noticed that a lot of students and a lot of solar systems set up in FUT Minna and other residential environments in Minna. They have the solar setup, but then they have this problem of weak battery or easy battery discharge. And what causes that? It happens when the solar system is being overused, in the sense that they plug a lot of devices without considering the capacity of the solar system. So the input from the solar system, from the solar to the battery to the inverter, it reads this input and then analyzes it and then smartly optimize that data for a particular solar system.
Continuously monitors the energy usage of the residential area. It tracks the usage pattern over time, and using the input data, it's now focused and helps them monitor the load based on peak usage time.
My name is Alita Caleb. I'm a student of Olabisi Onabanjo University and I'm the team lead for Agrocool.
My name is Wenda Muladi Jaboya, a student of Olabisi Onabanjo University, hardware engineer for Agrocool.
Nigeria suffers from post-harvest losses due to poor storage system. Our solution is a solar-powered a multi-compartment cold storage system that bridges the gap.
Powered multi-compartment system is an automated system that integrates sensors, edge AI, and automated cooling control. The ESP32 controls and processes the temperature and humidity data locally using TinyML, which then reduces the spoilage risk and regulates cooling.
My name is Richard, and between is so we are Team Coolbox. We're solving the major problem with tomato market traders in Nigeria today. So we identify a market gap of 1.1 million tons of tomatoes, which are technically wasted every single year. And basically, we Team Coolbox are solving two main parts of the problem, which is the overproduction of ethylene and the heat. So basically, we are integrating our solutions with two things in our two things wrapped in cartilages inside our main box. The box is just about can carry about 18 kilograms of tomato basically. So we are using this box as a solution, as a transportable medium for tomato traders to execute their to be able to make more profits.
And we believe that with this innovation that we bring, which is Coolbox, traders, farmers, and even we the consumers will be able to preserve our fruits, our vegetables for a longer period of time. So believe in Coolbox, because Coolbox is something worth believing in and what's changing the world in the nearest future. Thank you.
Nigeria is number one in terms of cassava processing, but no one sees this 2 billion naira, 3 billion naira waste that we are facing every single year, right? So in terms of the farmer getting his cassava, he harvests it, he's forced to wait 4 or 5 days on processing. Sometimes most of this cassava gets spoiled because of cassava has a 2-day lifespan before it starts rotting. Right, so now we're building a solution that helps process cassava not in 4 days or 5 days, but in just 1 day, 24 hours. So how do we do it? Cassava processing normally takes a process what we call we're processing it, we're grafting it, we're peeling every single thing. But instead of that fermentation, that period of fermentation, it stays for 2-3 days. So what they do is they soak the cassava, it stays for a 2-3 day timeline, and it's has a bacteria that's growing. That bacteria is eating up an acid called cyanide. That cyanide is very, very poisonous. So that's why we have to ferment the cassava. So that's why there's that long period of time, that 2-3 day period. So now we're not bringing a solution where instead of that 2-3 day wait, we now say, okay, there's a portion that's been placed before. Why not take a small portion of that grafted cassava before and put in this your new portion? So you have a cassava that have been there for 2-3 days fermenting. So take some portion inside this new portion and let it ferment again. So now you are breaking from 2-3 days down to 18 hours, and of course with the right heat you can bring it down to 15 hours.